Hi, I'm Harish Godeti and welcome back to NAVA Software Solutions YouTube channel. Every year, thousands of SMBs migrate their workloads to AWS or for that matter any other cloud provider like Google, Azure. But what's driving them to migrate their workloads from an on-premise or a co-location to AWS? So in this video, we are going to look at 8 key business drivers for SMBs for migrating their workloads to AWS. So let's start. First reason is so obvious, right? It's cost reduction, and there is no surprise here. Migrating from legacy infrastructure to AWS reduces operational costs by up to 51%. All right, and IDC reports a 31% lower 5-year total cost of ownership after migration. Finally, retiring outdated infrastructure ensures predictable spending and cost efficiency. So, the number one reason moving to the cloud or AWS cloud is cost reduction, and the reasons are evident here. The second thing is agility and staff productivity. Flexible AWS architecture accelerates innovation and time to market by 18.8%. So what that really means is once you have these cloud architectures which are adaptable, flexible in the sense they auto scale, they auto if you don't have the workload they'll get rid of resources by themselves, and all that flexible architectures that you have will help you innovate faster and get your products to the market faster. Automation and managed services increase IT productivity by 62%. So AWS ecosystem is very well integrated and you can automate most of the tasks, and managed services from partners like us will further improve your IT productivity, right? And it's by 62% according to the data that AWS has. After 3 years on AWS, organizations achieve 3.3 times higher staff productivity. So that is again data-driven result, because once you are on AWS ecosystem, you have achieved all these automations and stuff. You'll have a significant increase in your staff productivity. That's another key reason or business driver for migrating to AWS. Improved security and operational resilience. One of the misconception or interpretation of cloud is about around security, but AWS is one of the most secure places to be, right? Because of if you look at the security posture of AWS, the number of certifications, security certifications it went through, the compliances it meets, it's amazing, right? So you have the best security possible when you move your workloads to AWS. So AWS strengthens cyber security with advanced encryptions, IAM, and compliance frameworks. 43% fewer monthly security incidents compared to on-prem environments. 7 times less downtime through high availability and global redundancy. Hey, you may say, hey, we had recently an outage, right? So the issue is, it's yes, AWS does say they will have outages. The thing is, it all comes down to the architecture. If your architecture is resilient, then you should not worry about one of the regions going down, with AWS, right? So it all depends on how well your architecture is designed. Is it designed to be resilient or not? So that is another key reason for moving to AWS. Fourth reason is hardware and software end of life. This is major for players, for customers using VMware, Microsoft licenses, Oracle licenses, things like that, or Netezza, kind of licenses. So migration mitigates risk from unsupported legacy systems or licenses. So once you move to AWS, you don't really need to worry about licensing end of life and stuff like that. So Windows workloads see an average of 56% cost savings and 442% return on investment, especially Windows, Microsoft SQL, Microsoft, all the Microsoft services on AWS. That's the amount of cost savings and ROI that you can achieve by migrating your workloads to AWS. AWS offers continuous modernization and avoids refresh cycle. So we don't, AWS doesn't ask you to, invest more in hardware or whatever. It automatically refreshes, continuously modernizes their infrastructure. So without, you don't have to do anything more for that. You just go ahead and continue your business as usual, and AWS takes care of the rest. The fifth reason is data center consolidation. So eliminate overheads from managing multiple data centers, simplify operations and focus on innovation, not infrastructure. Centralized cloud operations reduce costs and complexity. So what this basically really means is, you know once you are on AWS, you are not worried about managing your infrastructure. You don't need to worry about it. You don't need to work with your data center people understanding where the next servers are getting procured and all that stuff. It's all taken care by AWS, right? So all you focus on is your innovation and your day-to-day operations. So infrastructure is completely taken care by AWS. So centralized, so cloud operations, once you centralized all your operations on one cloud, it reduces complexity and it also reduces cost. So people don't need to know so many technology stacks to work, to serve your company. Rather, you just centralize your operations, and that reduces significant cost for your business. The sixth reason is digital transformation. Yeah, digital transformation, I agree, is an overly used word. But what it really means for in context of AWS is AWS enables faster innovation with AI, analytics, and modernization tools. Drives organization culture towards agility and data-driven decisions, and finally enhances customer experience through scalable and modern architectures. So how AWS accelerates digital transformation is by doing these three things. Going global quickly, mergers and acquisitions. This is one of the main reasons in the past that one of the companies that I worked really moved to AWS, right? Because there were huge deals for merger talks happening, and we wanted all the portfolio of products to be on the cloud. And so I understand this reason very thoroughly. So AWS offers 26 regions and 84 availability zones across 245 countries. So they facilitate seamless integration of digital assets post acquisition. As accelerates global expansion with scalable and secure infrastructure. So it doesn't matter who is acquiring your business. If you are on AWS, you can rapidly expand your footprint across the new, globally based on whatever the requirements are for the company that is acquiring you, right? So this is one of the main reasons companies want to be on AWS. Finally, new technologies, AI, ML, and IoT. So the world is moving towards AI. I mean, it's not moving. Most of them, is are actually trying to figure out what's the edge that they can get to get ahead of their competition with AI, right? So AWS provides scalable infrastructure for AI, ML, and IoT workloads. So it integrates services like Amazon SageMaker, recognition, forecast, and IoT Greengrass. Unlock new business models powered by intelligent automation and insights. So you are seeing a constant announcements. If you are following AWS pages on LinkedIn, you will see a constant influx of a lot of posts around a lot of announcements around Bedrock AI, these Gen AI, generative AI tools, enhancements to SageMaker with respect to machine learning, IoT edge devices, and a lot more. So AWS is bringing these technologies as quickly as they can to help their customers, like yours, innovate faster and get that edge over your competition. So these are the eight business reasons or business drivers why SMBs like yours migrate to AWS. So I hope this video is useful. Go ahead, subscribe to this channel because we are going to have a lot of content around AWS migration that will help you decide if it's the right choice for you or not. Thank you.